I'm gonna wait for some of you guys to come on. I don't know. I'm just, I don't know what to say. I just went totally blank, you guys. This energy is simply unusual, amazing, a little excitement, a little freedom, a little fear. It is I don't know what to say. But to say that this energy is just so expansive, so malleable, if that's the best way to say it. This energy is hitting everyone. We're all feeling it. We're all feeling us. And what gets me is I call these people the perps. The perps, the perpetrators, are the ones that act like they feel nothing. Because literally, you cannot be on this planet. Now, if you're not being touched by it, you could be one of the, you know, just saying. I don't want to say it, but I can say it. I'm gonna say it because it's touching everybody that's having this human experience. And if you are having a human experience, you are feeling it too. And I beg to differ. If you have a human experience and you're not feeling this, you're not on the right side. Because everyone, everyone is being touched by this energy. And it's not the same with, it's so individualized. And the reason it's individualized because it's not a cookie cutter. We are all different. We all respond to things differently. So it's like how can I say it? It's like it knows your DNA. It knows your expression. And then what's so interesting about it is like you don't want to tell anybody and you don't know if you should say something, but you're jumping timelines all at the same time. I gotta tell y'all, the day I had the strangest situation, I work in this area that is a fairway. And on this fairway, I think they have Target, Whole Foods, Verizon. It's a pretty big strip. I'm not playing. It's a serious strip. And so when we went through that last shift on the 4th of July, it's like today I was talking to one of the security girls. She's a young lady there that's been working there for like as long as I've known, right? And just a young girl. And she just walking around and she goes, "It's really dead." And I go, "Yeah, you're in another timeline." And she goes, "Well, I don't really know anything about that." And I go, can I show you an example? And she goes, yeah. And I said, look down the fairway. And as you're looking down the fairway, you're going to notice that the crowd is right there by Whole Foods. And then look around us. There's nothing, there's nothing on this area. And then I told her, yesterday I went to Whole Foods, and I went to Whole Foods to get something. And what was so interesting is that as I was doing this field trip over there, I remember looking down and I go, oh, it's not going to be busy. It's nobody down there. So I walk over there and it's people all over the place. So it's like timelines are flipping. It's just so, it's so like, and what I'm seeing is I'm seeing men, very successful men, struggle. They are struggling. They are struggling, you guys. And they're struggling in silence because they have no one to hold their secrets. They don't have anyone to hold their secrets. They have to keep those secrets within. And so they're having a hard time. They're having a hard time. People are having a hard time because this energy is tapping into whatever is the thing that will trigger you. Because whatever that is that needs to trigger you, that is the only way you can get a reset in your mind, in your soul, in your heart. You can't get a reset unless you get a trigger. And that trigger is going to be at the injury spot. And that injury spot is variable. If a man has mommy issues, it's going to show up like that, how he feels about women. If a woman is being abandoned, she will push the man away. If the woman is like a giver and she gives too much, then she ends up with people that are narcissists. It's like a pro, and same with men. So it's so interesting that everybody's being touched very differently. Very differently. It's either showing itself in their bodies and they're having joint pains, or end up, being sick. It's just so crazy. All kinds of things. If you had an anger problem in the past, your anger will show up. Everything that was a trigger for you, and you have worked it out. And this is mostly to you guys that have been doing the work, because you guys that have been doing the work, this message is literally for you guys, so y'all will know how to understand the people that didn't do the work. The people that didn't do the work are losing their mind right now. They're trying to hide from themselves because they didn't deal with themselves. And so this energy is very feeling. It's very feeling. It's tapping into the kundalini. It's tapping into the heart space. It's tapping into the mind. So wherever you are the weakest, you will feel those emotions. Why? So you can learn to integrate them. so you can learn to be true to yourself, true to your true to your self-realization of who you are. Because when you feel there's a taboo about being who you are, that's when you're dealing with self-esteem things. And so all these things have to happen to get us to go into ourselves so we can begin to like autonomously heal ourselves. Then as you're doing that and you're on the journey of doing that, people will come into your reality. They can be there 10 minutes or they can be there 20 minutes, and they activate something in your soul that cause your vibration to stimulate. I want to know, what was that? How did I do that? Why do I see that? That's what activation does. But until you go within, until you suck that within, that is in your head, within, and begin to work it out, and say, are these my emotions or are these childhood injuries that I am trying to address? And so when you start addressing those things, what starts happening, it's just like it's by design. I can't even explain it. It's like the Most High has people set in your journey, and every so often they come and they just show up in your reality and they begin to activate your life again. And they always come at the time after a battle, because that's when you need the most nurturing. And what we do, instead of allowing ourselves to be nurtured, we battle with ourselves and we cause more pain to self. When, if we just lean into it and surrender, it's like the tension leaves your body and you're able to have a different perspective because of the fact you're no longer leaning on outside things to heal you. It becomes like you begin to master freedom of just being stuck. I'm not talking about this in a physical realm. It could be in a spiritual realm. But as we begin to just see ourselves, love ourselves, begin to have those internal dialogues with yourself. Like, say, how am I feeling today? Like like have I told anyone today that I love them? Did I smile at someone today? Compliment a woman on her dress or her shoes? That's not fake, because that's what I like to do. And however you want to spin your how you love people, it's all individualized, because now we are dealing with individual situationals that are unique to each one. And it's so crazy because this is what this energy is all about. It's all about pulling that out from within inside you so you can be able to like breathe again, love again, forgive again. It just frees you. And I just really wanted to share that with you, because I said in 2019 that what we're going into is going to be so incredibly different that we're going to be in awe. We're going to be in awe. Let me say that again. We're going to be in awe. We can't control it. We can't determine it. We can't do nothing but love. Because in that resistance, it's not fun. You gotta surrender. Feel what is bothering you. Sometimes some of us have secrets so deep that it would take us a month to walk to it in real time. And it would be in the darkest hole so nobody can see it. It's time to allow yourself to truly love yourself, to truly do what you truly always wanted to do. Focus on high vibrational thoughts, because the attack of the adversary is to keep you down on 3D level. Keep those attachments to you. Keep the people that are attached to you in such a way that you cannot evolve. They don't want you to. So start asking the divine to show you those men that hurt you, that took advantage of you. Forgive them and let their energy go back to them. If you had a parent, if you had a friend, if you had, anchor that and return it back to them. It is no longer yours. It is no longer your responsibility, because you found where your responsibility lies. And that's in your divine presence, in your divine presence. Because when you give to your divine presence, you begin to give, your auric field begins to grow. Your colors in your aura attract, not repel. You can actually be so powerful, you guys. And not in an ego way. Just so powerful that you're in tune with the heartbeat of Earth. The heartbeat of Earth. The very thing that drives everything that lives on it, which is a representation of the divine feminine. And why is it going to be hard? And why has it been hard? Because it's starting to switch into the divine feminine energy. And the divine feminine energy is about nurturing. It's about healing. It's about loving. It's about surrendering. It's about selflessness. And that's the new energy we're going into. It's all female. We've been in masculine energy for a very long time that we don't even realize that we're in masculine energy. We just got used to having our back hurting because we're working so hard, stressed out because we're living above our means. We love that culture, but that was an assimilation. And now we're going into feminine energy because if you can feel the internal conflict that's going on in earth, it's a representation of what's going on in the center of the earth, on the outer parts of that earth, and also in our galaxy. All of them are interconnected. We are one space, one peace, one soul. Everything about us is so stinking connected. You will be able to feel a person's essence. They don't have to tell you. You'll be able to glance over across the way and literally hear what they're saying because we're evolving. We're evolving. And this evolution is really hard because there's a lot of karma behind it. And what is karma? Karma is a bridging of another man's decision for your family. The things that they suffered, the things that they had to go through, the people who did the do to them. Everybody's involved in this. We have to learn to forgive our ancestors. We have to ask for forgiveness for how we treated our planet. We have to take responsibility, men, for the culture of our women today. You guys have been in power for a very, very long time. So long that animals, bugs, insects, birds have gone extinct. That's how long y'all been in power. And what's going to happen in the awakening? You're going to be able to see how they masterfully made you into a giant machine on a clock all the time. You can actually see the people recycling in and out, doing the same thing every day until there's 55, 65, maybe even 75 for retirement. But they have no youth in their bodies. It is a assimilation. It's moving you through a cycle, a conveyor belt. And then when your time is up, they dump you into circumstances that you cannot control. So, no, they don't want you to wake up and know that. Many corporations own your apartment. So you work 80, 90 hours. And then you go lie on their soil and do it again and again. And then pay them back for what you slaved over. Isn't that a blind joke? Isn't that a blind joke? It's like telling, think about it. When Walmart started putting furniture and groceries all together. And then they work their people for pennies and entice them with the inventory that when it's all said and done, they worked for free. Oh, yeah, they got a bunch of stuff, but they have nothing else but free time to work for free. So, yeah, it's rather interesting. It's rather interesting. So, we have to go into the feminine energy so we can begin to heal, rest, rebuild. And it's sad to say, yeah, we all need to be ready. And I know this is hard for y'all, but you need to know who you are. You really need to know who you are. You know? So, you guys, I'm going to say hasta la vista. Remember, my merch is in the bio, and it's all my favorite stuff. I am an Amazon ambassador. That's how I pay for my channel. And what else? I have a website, www.heygorgeousyou.com, and that's where I sell hair extensions and a variety of hair stuff. And I also have a blog, and I also, in the blog, there is a merch uh, merch in there also. So thank you so much for hearing me out. And I told you this with all love, and I appreciate you guys. I thank you for your support. I ask you to, if you know this will help someone, share it, like, follow, get your friends, because we're getting ready to really connect. We're getting ready to really be tapped in. And I want us to have the biggest light. We have the ability to heal. We have the ability to rise the vibration and the frequency. We have that ability. But we must believe who we are. We must believe the powers that be know who we are. They know who we are. But you have the power. A lot of you guys, if this come on your page because you're tapped in, this was meant for you. Y'all gifts are going to start coming online. And at first it's going to be a little nerving because you're not going to believe it. But trust me, it's going to happen. So you have a beautiful night. Please, thank you, and like and follow.